Hey, what's going on? This is TK Chapin, and today I want to reveal to you the way I put books together. This piece of software is amazing, and it's going to change your life. And at the end of this video, I will share with you the number one secret that has helped me beyond anything else when it comes to this software. So check it out. All right, let's jump into it. After you get Scrivener installed, this is where you will end up, and it's the project templates. You can get started. You got tutorials, manual, video tutorials, all blank, fiction, nonfiction. And what I recommend is once you get in there and customize it, and I'll show you that in a minute, just kind of get used to copy pasting projects. That's what I do, and it just makes everything go so much quicker. But let's just go ahead and select novel, give it a location and file name, hit save. Okay, so they do a wonderful job of setting things up for you, showing you a little bit about the template, going over that. Over here, you can break up, you have a couple different options. You can break things up in chapters and have it all super organized. Like, you know, you could rename this chapter 1, and then you could write your scene. You can duplicate and then just create scene 2 and go like that, and you can keep everything organized. The reason why this software is so awesome versus something like Microsoft Word is because of the organization. That's why I use this product every time I write a book, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. I am using Scrivener in order to keep everything organized, because when you have, let's just duplicate this a few times. When you're working through a story, you're working through a book, more often than not, you're going to be jumping around. And if you have everything organized, you could be like, oh, I need to jump over to chapter 1, scene 2 when you're editing. Okay? You shouldn't be doing that when you're in the middle of writing your first draft. I do not recommend. Instead, you can either have a notes section over here, utilize this and create notes like, hey, in chapter 2, I need to fix this part of the story. That way you make sure you get all the way done with your book or your story. All right, for a moment, I want to show you theme options. You have a whole bunch of different things. If you like dark mode, for instance, you can select that. Requires a reboot of the software. Okay, and this saying it's a trial, it's because I use an older version of Scrivener, which I'll show you in a second. It's just preference. But now you have the dark theme. Okay, so I highly recommend this software. Now let me show you my version of Scrivener that I use. And here's the book I'm working on right now. It's a devotional. But as you can see, I have all the days all the way down so I can keep track. I can go back and reference different days that I'm working on, and I know exactly where I'm at. And one thing that I enjoy is the fact that it's super easy to set up formatting. Like if you have a certain text you always want whenever you're starting a new chapter or scene or whatever it is, you have a lot of options to come in here and create a new preset. And you can do it from text, and there's tons of resources on the website to help you get started. And let me show you that. Okay, here's just some advertisement basically of what's going on. It's available for Windows and Mac, and people use it a lot differently than I do. It's just an expansive program that I haven't got into the nuts and bolts, but I can tell you right now, just having the organizational aspect, game changer for my writing. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's $60, and it's an investment in your writing career. So I recommend it highly. All right, I wanted to show you my latest actually published novel and show you something, the secret I told you about that I would reveal towards the end of this video. So when I was working on this book, I got through like chapter 7, okay? And when I got there, I took a long break and I needed to refresh my mind on the story. And what I did was I came up here to this button. It's called compile, and you can dump it into a Word document. You can do this partway through, and then obviously at the very end. This is how you actually get your book into Word document so you can continue on the editing and publishing phases. But anyways, what you do is you just select the chapters you want to export. So let's just, for the example's sake, just do the first 7 chapters, because that's what I had to do previously when I got stuck. So here we go. So we say first 7 chapters. Okay, saving it in the documents folder. Okay, compiled. And what this does, instead of just going here and reading line by line, this puts it into a different window, and it helps you not sit there and edit every single thing. And you're gonna love how this works. Check this out. So let's go to documents, first 7 chapters. Okay, and here's the key. We'll skip that part. So right here, instead of going line by line, because you're an author, you're going to want to edit every word, and you're still going to want to do it with this technique. But what it's going to do is help you avoid it. At least that's what it does for me. You go up here to review, read aloud.
Chapter 1. Each step Ryan Fitzgerald took helped ease the weight of losing his father, even if it was just for a moment.
Okay, and you listen to the story, and hopefully you're not making changes, because it will not be reflected here in Scrivener. So anyways, that's a tip that really helps me get caught back up to where I'm at in the story after a long break. And it's a game changer, because the quicker you can get through this original draft, the better. And tools like this help you stay organized, focused, and on your writing journey. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully this video was helpful. I will leave a link in the description below for you to get your hands on this awesome piece of software. It's $60, and you got to view it like an investment in yourself as an author. And really, it's $60, which, if your time's worth anything, trying to keep track of everything in your story without a nice, organized way is going to cost a lot more than $60. So I recommend getting this piece of software or finding something that works for you, because at the end of the day, you got to get the book done, and you're only as good as your tools. And I plan to show you more videos on the tools that I use that help make things a little bit easier on the author journey. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you ask any questions you need to in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you.